All right, so we're here doing something very different today. I'm gonna do some drywall mudding, and I have to tape this whole room that we're in here. Now, obviously, I'm not a drywaller, so I'm gonna try out the TapeBuddy, which is a tool that puts tape on the drywall, or mud on the tape for me. So I got mine at CSR, but you can also get it on Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description below to the tools that I'm using here. So let's open this up. Now, I've never used this, but I saw some videos on Amazon about how easy it looks. So basically our drywall mud is going to go in here, the tape is going to sit here, and we're going to pull the tape through the mud, and then we can put it right onto the walls. I don't know about you, but I'm terrible at getting that mud on the walls without making a terrible mess, so I thought maybe I'd give this a go and see if it works. So let's mix up some mud and then get this set up, and then we'll get to taping. So one thing is you want to use taping mud, not just all-purpose mud, so the taping mud has more glue in it. And this is just what I read on the internet, so who knows if I'm right. But we'll use the taping mud here. I just bought it in a bucket. It's a couple more bucks, but then it's in a bucket already. Just add some water. Alright, so we got our mud all mixed up. Open the box. It's got these handy little notches on the bottom so it can sit very nicely onto a bucket. What we're going to do to set it up, we're going to pull the label off, and then you want to snip these two spots right here where it says clip here. Clean it up a little bit. Alright, so now, go. Maybe it says to like file those down, that's okay. So now on the clip, it's got a little more mud or a little less mud. You can see the notches are different. I'm going to go with a little more mud. So we insert it and it clips in right there. So kind of like that. So I got more mud in. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get our drywall tape. So I'm using Fibafuse, which is like a fiberglass tape. Now this holds 250 foot rolls really easily. If you put a 500-foot roll, you need to put a bar through it, but this is just going to sit down. So you feed your tape through the bottom, like so. There's my tape. And I feed it through here, I would assume. Yeah, there it is. Again, it's my first time. Perfect, so just like that. So now your tape sits there. What we're going to do is we're going to put mud in here. And then as I pull it out, it's going to leave a perfect layer of mud on top of that. Use my drywall knife, cut it, and I can throw it on the wall. So I'm using a level 5 drywall knife. It doesn't matter, they're all the same. But this one I've read really good reviews about. So we got our mud all nice and soupy. So let's load it up. Up. I'll probably throw the lid back on the bucket because I'm not that fast. I can pull it out. Right, throw that out. And now when I pull it out, I've got a nice coat of drywall mud on there. Oops. And I can nicely put that on the wall and apply it. I might switch that thing around because I think I might be on the less mud side, but that's okay. So here we go. Let's go give it a go and see what happens. Okay, so let's take a look at how this thing works, right? So I got all my mud in there, got my tape going, right, mix up my mud a bit. Right, I'm just gonna pull to the length I need. So let's say we're gonna do this vertical right here. You know, it's like, I don't know, that long, looks good. Cut the tape, apply it. I've obviously got a terrible distance. I just can go like that. We can throw that in the garbage. And it applies just the right amount of mud to get the tape. Oops. stick to the wall. For me, right, not a very good drywaller, not doing this all the time. That's one of the reasons I like this Fibofuse tape, is if it's not perfect, when I do my fill coat, my next coat, it'll fill into those gaps, right? Unlike paper tape, you're not gonna get air bubbles. So I've been using this for a while, but so far I'm liking the TapeBuddy. I've done a couple other flats over there. Let's give this one a go. What I am excited to try it on is the long straight ones on the ceiling. And then tomorrow when I come back, I'm gonna do the corners. So we'll try that as well. Yeah, so it works not so bad. It's not very messy other than a little bit of my hand. But I probably could have left that and cut it off later once it was dry. But yeah, so far so good. So I'm gonna go around and keep doing the rest. All right, so we are back with the TapeBuddy today to do some corners. I'm gonna do this inside corner right here. Now, my big problem yesterday was I was struggling with going the long lengths. So I read the instructions and should have done that first, but the instructions say, just do 4 or 5 foot chunks at a time, as much as you can comfortably pull off. So for your flats, that would work awesome, right? Do 5 foot chunk, do the next 5 foot chunk, easy peasy. For your butt joints, which are typically 4 feet, that would work flawless. For small corners, bulkheads, anything like that, that would work awesome. But anyways, let's do this corner first. I don't have to go all the way down because this would be where the vanity goes. So got my mud mixed up, loaded in, rocking the paper tape now. I went with the more mud now. So I'll get a nice big old strip. Oh, that's hard to do that. Perfect. So far it's much cleaner than I would normally be. Trying to go out of a pan and, push the mud into the corners. Much cleaner for that, but again, it was awkward pulling it out of there. Does a nice coat of mud behind it, so you know you have enough mud right behind the whole tape. So this is actually a lot easier than I expected. Yeah, that was actually much easier than expected. Just give it another run. Huh. Well, that's great. I'm gonna give a couple more a go and I will be back to let you know my opinion. All right, so kind of finished up with this. Still need to wash it out, which is super easy, right? Just rinse it with a hose, take the little thing out. The one trick I did learn is you wanna make sure that the writing on it is down. First one I did, I kept the writing up and it didn't work out great, but that's okay. Overall, pretty sweet tool. I would recommend it. It's way cleaner. I mean, my floor is much, much cleaner than it would normally be after doing the amount of inside corners and flats that I've done. So I would recommend it for that. The only thing I don't love is the long lengths. But again, you just do 4 foot chunks and then butt your tapes together and it works really well for that. So overall, this is awesome. I'm gonna use it again for sure. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. I'm just an electrician doing drywall, and if I can do it, then you can probably do it too. So thanks again for watching. Let's take a look around the room and see how it looks.